Hey everyone, Alec here, and welcome back to Don't Eat the Cashier. The last time we played, we got introduced to our manager, Bob, and two cute boys, which is the Jester and the zombie. Technically, also not the zombie, the vampire, but also the werewolf as well. I don't know if you're going to see it on the werewolf again, but it was cool. This might be the final part, who knows? So let's just start. Oh wait, no. Back. No, go back. I survived another visitor. Seems I'm starting to get used to this job. Wiping off the sticky residue, hoping it was just spilled soda from the counter. I suddenly hear a crunch of gravel outside. Hooves? Headless horseman? Oh no, demon, that makes more sense. This is definitely not another vampire. The stranger leans against the counter, trying to look casual, but his way his tail twists to betray his nervous tension. Hi. He clears his throat. Hello, babe. My name's Victor. Are you Paris Pirates by any chance? Frown at him, waiting for him to finally say what he's gonna buy. Oh, he's a nervous guy. No, sir, my parents are not pirates. Are you parents farmers by any chance? You mean they're rich pirates who could pay the rent for me if you kidnap me? Please, sir, don't. No, sir, I'm gonna humor him. No, sir, my parents aren't pirates. He almost read it in his eyes. I practiced so many times and I'm still stumbling. He breastfeeds and starts to forces a nervous, troubling smile. It's, surprising they aren't pirates because you're a real gem, miss. You illuminate this dirty gas station with your glow. I mean, you clean it very well. This is not complaining to you. Just coming to you, forget, you're a gem. Let's just leave it at that. Awkward smile in response to her cordial. I give him a light, hesitant smile. It's a bit awkward, a bit forced, but undoubtedly encouraging. His ugly smiles back. Aww, well, I can stay a little. He's incredibly happy that I didn't start an exorcism ritual or didn't call security. Though it's probably none anyway. Or worst of all, the security of this town is just my responsibility. Then his smile gradually fades and he looks away nervously. May I ask a question? His face is burning. Victor takes another deep, frantic breath. His stomach is growling so nervous, so horribly. Hope the guy is okay. Is it really that bad? I mean, is my flirting technique really that terrible? It's the worst of my life I've had to have for years. Well, it could be better. August is a great style. I liked it. Aww. Well, it could have been better. So you say there's a chance. Thank you. I'm still learning. So, not that bad. It was completely disgusting. His hooves tamp up the rhythm to the floor. Alright, I could have been better. I can deal with that. This is constructive criticism. Maybe the problem was the vegetation or the pirates. Pirates are cool, right? Everyone loves pirates. Wait, no, don't answer. I'm talking too much again. He gives it back to me. Actually, miss, I'm here to acquire. He doesn't get to finish. We have a visitor. Oh. Ooh, I like you. She stands next to... It's her! Yay! Disgusting creatures, girls. I love it. She stands next to Cal to click at her mandibles impatiently.
2 packs of Pepsi, a pack of screaming cheese, and a bag of fairy fingers, darling. By the way, your gas attendant is real sweetheart.
It's frightening to imagine what my visible colleagues would look like. He hasn't even bothered to say hello.
And hurry up, I need to rush. I have a lot of work waiting for me today.
I'm trying to pack the order. At the same time, this incubus awkwardly tries to hit on the lady, and I thought we had something special. He's an incubus, of course not. Apparently, the failed Casanova decided to try his luck at a new victim. Wow, you seem so busy and cool, ma'am. You must have a very wonderful job. She starts clicking her mandibles energetically, producing a buzzing sound that vaguely resembles laughter.
Wonderful. Oh yes, wonderful. Wonderful for those who don't like to eat, sleep, or see their children grow. Really, the best job is all 9 worlds. Speaking of children.
Aw, she's a MILF, mommy mom. That's how I didn't mean to say that. Victor rarely recovers from her sarcasm when Lady immediately pulls him while her bag and folds it. Over and over again. It seems endless. Oh, these are really cute. Oh, these are really cute.
This is Coco. He has his father's mandibles.
Victor gazes into the abyss, and the abyss gazes back, revealing baby pictures. The deduction attempt has failed. Again. Like any mother, Lady Manches loved her children and considered her sacred duty to tell passing incubus about them.
This is Gogo. This is Gugo. He's in his rebel phase right now. He's pierced his mandibles. Do you imagine? He may set a racket when he eats.
The image of a larva in a biker jacket makes me snort. It reminds me of David. Aww. That's so cute.
And this is Gigi and Gaga.
Or is it Gigi? It's probably Gigi.
They're still larvae, but already so talented.
What talents can larvae have? They just lie there and eat. I do too, though. Wait, don't think about that. You have very beautiful children, ma'am. All 20 of them. Incredibly cute.
That's just the first wallet.
No, I don't want to... Oh. Help him. Help Headline out of order.
Oh, I got big hair anyway. I really am in a hurry. Here, you money, darling.
Thank you. Victor watches her disappear into the night that turns to me with a grateful look. Thank you, miss. I couldn't handle 20 more kids. To be honest, I broke down at the 8th. And I thought looking at a cat was hard. The lady went out, left very little tips. Probably all our money went to her children, probably. Victor certainly remembers he came here to buy something. However, my visitors rarely recall that. I need a book. Victor scans my stinking supernatural realm of discount rotten chocolate bars. It's a guide for, succubi and incubi. I can't remember what it's called, but I've definitely heard something about it. Could you take a look? It's definitely not for me. It's an experienced friend, because I'm, employee a month in my lair. He didn't specify whether he was the worst or best employee of the month. Well, life force harvesting for dummies or something like that. I heard him mumbling quietly to himself. Such a shame. I should have just stayed home and we watched Evangelion for the 10th time. Oh, poor guy. I headed to storage. At least I know where it is now. Just a few hours before I was rushing around here looking for blood for a very hungry monster, and all these vials' eyes seemed less ominous. A gigantic death moth lies on top of the boxes, or perhaps it's just very tired. Aw. I'm over to the book section. Deep into the baboon metaphysics and limited patience to death servants, I found the desired volume. I come back with a sword gym, holding the forbidden mind-bending truth. It's called Everything You Ever Wanted to Know About Demons, Everything You Didn't Want to Know About Them. Wow, this is definitely better than those PDF guides of various sites for, never mind who. Clearly not the whole family. Let's, study it? Yes, it would be very unusual if you just paid me, tipped me, and moved along. I expect too much from this life. But in fact, this is a very entertaining educational lesson. That certainly won't be unnecessary. And the guy looks like those pictures aren't enough to make him faint. The sooner this is over, the sooner I can get sent on his way. Found a cozy spot next to the counter. I pull a grimoire closer. This is cute. Oh my god. I open the book and find the pages, yellow and brittle with age, release a cloud of dust and indecent, horrifying desires. Incubi, the nature of the tempting rogue, hooves of desire. Tempting rogues. Oh, that's me. Yes, definitely me. Hooves are just like mine. You have no idea how awful they come up, especially on tiles. When you sneak into the fridge at night, the whole house wakes you up with you. Everyone thinks a big clumsy cow living in your apartment. Yeah, I think you really are an incubus. They're all purple. Victor, you look more... oh. This one, the people seem mean. I don't know. Yeah, I think you really are an incubus. They're all purple. Oh, you're right. All incubi are really purple. They are purple. I thought my skin was just some kind of coincidence. Like when you create a character in a video game and just spin the color wheel until you stumble upon something weird. Oh, you're an introvert guy. You're one of me. He gives a conscious look, if not entirely sure of the coolness of his purple hue. Purple is a lane color. Hey, eggplant. I love color purple. Too bad I'm not purple. Shrug. I know what you mean. When I was created by someone who spun a wheel, by the way. When I was created, someone else also spun the wheel. By the way, I was created spore. Too bad I'm not purple. I love being purple! His face immediately brightens up with a smile. Yeah, well, I think it's pretty cool too. It's nice to know you like my, what's it called? Demonic phenotype, huh? Victor turns his attention back to the bug and runs a claws down the lines. Incubi. Appreciators of the vibrant hues of the soul. They draw power from not blood or life source, but pure potent energy of immortal emotions. Although a refined bouquet of positive emotions refer to Ambrosier, Ambrosier, what a fancy word. A practitioner can also sustain themselves with more coarse, fickle energies of negativity, despite horror and humiliation provided a quick, albeit unpleasant rush of power. It's no wonder that now, after arguing with someone in the comments, I feel like I've eaten like a few raisins. Judging by the expression in his face, he clearly isn't cut out the horrors and humiliations. His limit is probably arguing with 4chan. Also a kind of source of horrors and humiliations, but still, it's a bit different. He's a boy failure. Love that for him. An incubus can now be less effectively form a symbiotic connection by feeding off a single consenting mortal vessel. The mortal vessel, in turn, can absorb some of the power of an incubus, among other things, their immortality. Wow, sounds like a decent deal. Certainly had the plenty of emotions, mostly hatred for the fact they earned money. You have to work a whole mountain of raisins with Victor, or whatever you called it. What a relief. It's just one person. But to have to chase after a whole bunch of strangers makes me feel sick. Strange that scariest thing after a win. I love humiliating. Well, sometimes. Wait, what does it say? Strangers are the scariest thing after rent. Yeah, I totally understand you. It's probably even hard to deal with clients like me. Communication is already a horror to itself. Then you add a little horror with vampires and ghosts. Just a nightmare. He looks like me with sympathy. Feels sorry for me. I don't even know how to react to that. Trying to understand what people want from you is quite the challenge. It's like trying to play a game with its rules changing every 5 seconds. And someone has turned you off your screen and you're paralyzed. Basically, yeah, I completely get you. Victor flips through the good one more, reading the chapter titles. Techniques of rogue seduction, juicy emotional juices, a lot of juicy juices. Using lascivious. What? Lascivious energies that thaumaturgical purposes. I don't even want to know. I just want to not starve without energy. And maybe pay my rent. I don't want to be a lusty cousin of Doctor Strange. His finger faintly jabs at a random chapter title somewhere in the middle. Love letters. It seems completely and ironically outdated, especially that part about carrier pigeon colors. Love letters? Who writes love letters anymore? Just why to messages now, right? But this is a good start. Let's work on this before moving on to more complex seduction methods. He pulls out a pen from somewhere, a cheap ballpoint, and a small anime cat charming on. Aw, he's a loser. I hit him a grease-stained napkin, like everything in this one place. The book says to convey aching endorphin and a hint of forbidden desire. Victor starts scribbling something on the napkin. I never expected to see a picture of Sarge. Oh my god. Oh, that's so good. Maybe something like this? No. No. I'm gonna tell him honestly. No, Victor, try again. Yeah, I guess it's really the most aching thing in the world. He's less greasy napkin for me. It starts drawing again. What about this? Oh, that's cute. You married me a funny kitty. Wonderful. That lonely, pain-filled tear is like a cherry on top. How many more can I do this? That's really cute. No, Victor, try again. Exactly. Run again. This still lacks a bit of desire, I suppose. No worries. We can work on this. Try to follow the instruction more closely this time. I read the note and feel a wave of heat rush over me. I don't know what muse visited the guy, but seemingly his incubus has finally broken free. The note was short, but It was written by the most passionate secret admirer. I feel a bit embarrassed. Looking at me, Victor has a great chuckle. I feel like this one definitely hit the mark. I literally feel it, like an incubus. Not for nothing. I didn't read about the hint. Never mind. I continues to flip through the book, recognizing the desire of the vessel. He scans the few lines of the text. It's about observing his subtle hints, interrupting body language, and engaging in candid conversations to uncover the special nature of mortal carnal desires. Here, I thought I was talking about sex. He glances at me. What does Vessel Love want? The vessel wants money. The vessel wants to steal mental health. The vessel wants fame, love, television. The vessel wants to become the new Sandro Bariaccio. I don't know who that is. The vessel wants a simple human sofa with cuddles on it. Aw. The vessel wants to leave work as soon as possible. Let's not linger, young man. Before that, I'm curious. Yes. Victor's mind is now blue on screen of death. This probably means the picture turned out well, right? With a trembling hand, he takes a drawing of himself. If the client gets a heart attack, probably will kill me. He takes his foot through the book. Okay, it's the same thing again. Now, save, load. So either way, I still get the heart thing. Oh, great. And pizza, right? In his eyes is genuine sympathy and understanding every delicate strain of my unfortunate lonely soul. Oh. That's honestly quite a simple desire. I think if the criteria for the second person on the couches are too strict, I can easily help. Though sometimes I comment too loudly on what people have on the screen. I hope that's not too much of a problem. I do the same thing. Sometimes you just can't help but make a stupid comment. 10, 20, in 5 minutes. Especially when you know some facts about the movie. We continue to study this villainous seduction manual. The odds of the verbal seduction is simply flattery. To his surprise, Victor finds no mention of the fact that pirate compliment works with 11 people. When he examined the first paragraph, when labeled as keys to treasure chest of the heart, Riley described as a powerful aphrodisiac of the ego. It's all very dramatic, but the main idea is quite simple. Say nice things, don't say unpleasant things. This is definitely outdated. If I tell someone that his eyes are double gateways to champ alias LSEs, that finally gets sprayed with pepper. I don't know what that is. It's another person with a weird name, I don't know. This? Good lord. When I kiss you and tremble like a paralyzed beggar? How are they even supposed to work? No, that's too much for me. He clears his throat again. His gaze slides over me, trying to latch onto some particularly attractive about my appearance. You have very elegant ear shape. God, white me. Thank you, Victor. No problem. I mean, they really are. They are luckily curved, aesthetically pleasing. 11 out of 10 on the ear attractiveness scale. Hairs on my head, like 11 out of 10. Will that be a happier day of my life? Take a deep breath, gather his courage from a compliment. I'm curious now. What if I go back? No, you. Do I? Thank you. They're very nimble now. Oh. But there's no section when someone compliments you back. Probably don't blush. That's something I'd manage. He takes a deep breath and gathers the courage another compliment. Actually, you seem calm and collected. You remain polite no matter what. Patient. That's an incredibly rare phenomenon, especially in a place like this. You have to be incredibly strong to stay cool under such pressure. This person was struck by ordinary basic politeness. It's a lot about our society. Smile. That wasn't bad. He smiles gently in response. Despite everything, he starts to relax. He's probably beginning to feel more comfortable around me. I would have never thought a monster would have a struggle with discomfort from interacting with the mortal soul, not the other way around. You little gnomes. Another chapter. How to be a mirror. I didn't know we could change. Oh, it's metaphorical. His extra Scott's full of mirroring, subtly blurring mannerisms, speech patterns, and even express opinions of victim to create a sense of closeness and understanding. The path of least resistance to gain mortal attachment. Oh no. What about all the stuff about just be yourself and everything work out? My mind lied to me, didn't she? A similar interest. Ugh. Why do ordinary people like football and the weather? Definitely not Enemy and Dark Souls. Discussing the brilliant soundtrack of Silent Hill with people was a bad idea, that's for sure. Dude, if you have Discord, so many people will flock to you. Alright, practice. The book says practice is key to success. That's what this guy's to me. Fly along with me, please. Like we just met. Beautiful mortal soul, I have appeared to you in a half-demon, half-dream so many times, but I finally decided to find you in reality. I'll let you go so easily again. Even though the words aren't most elegant, there's something supernatural about them. I began to feel a pull. I sure does down my spine. Come on, you don't have to pretend to get close to someone to make friends. I love to talk about stuff. Wait. I love to talk about the Silent Hill soundtrack. Like just carefully have to seduct his sadness to pieces. His eyes blind his big several times. He's gazing nice with pure delight. You really talk about Akira Yakamoto's industrial soundscapes? And how they created an all-encompassing sense of psychological horror reflects on protagonist's inner turmoil? Dude, like 2 days ago, I just watched a a video about Silent Hill 2 by Boofcat, link in the description. Great video, very underrated for what it is. It was beautiful, and it talked about like how all the characters represent him and all like Pyramid Head. Like I didn't know any of this, so it was all very fascinating to me. Because I mean, the use of trip hop elements in Silent Hill 3 soundtrack is currently underrated criminally. I'll definitely listen to it afterwards. Oh, I mean, yes, Mortal, your interest in such electronic melodies is quite intriguing. But you're right, pretending is very exhausting. You never truly be close to someone if you're already pretending. You're always pretending. Though, I don't really need that, do I? I just need juicy, sweet juice emotions. Who am I kidding? I'm the most pathetic incubus in the world. I need more than just that. He flipped through the treatise before letting out a sigh. Stomach growls again. It seems like he can use a muscle snack. I think we covered all the important stuff. I think it's time to wrap things up. We start to rise from the floor. Wait, how did it happen? How did no one explain anything to you? Even I had a briefing. Ask nothing. He claps his way to the counter. Well, to be honest, I didn't really understand much. Those chapters are so strange. Yeah, a quick chuckle. But you know what? It was great. I had as much fun in a while. I think I even ate properly. Vitally positive energy, I mean. Thanks for the lunch. I'm not sure if I need to pay for that too, but I'll leave some money just in case. Still twitches awkwardly. I haven't really interacted with people since college killed my will to live. And also strange not to feel such an idiot around someone. Thank you very much. Tosses some money in a jar, then takes a deep breath and nods. And maybe today we could like hang out together? Not as a lesson, just some silly games, like friends. Why not just friends? We can make a date. Wow, chicken, wow, wow. Okay, buddy, I'll think about it. Cool. Well, good luck with the rest of your shift, love. It's nice to meet you. The gas station returned to silence, spoke about the only hum of refrigerators and my own two loud thoughts. So a crazy god, a vampire thug, and a shy incubus walk into the gas station. Sounds like I started a really bad joke. My life's now a joke. Just great. Just wanted to pay my bills. I didn't sign up for interdimensional quarrels and therapy sessions for the dead. Now the head, I wasn't eaten, and I also turned into a piece of furniture. By the sounds of the night, it's really sounding success. Constantly glanced at Bob's office. There was a slow, guttural humming on like a giant sculpted computer tower was working inside. Alcohol indicated it was the end of my shift. With a heavy leaf, I began closing up my place. Finally, I walked up to the front door, inserted the key into the lock, and about to turn it when suddenly... Organism! I jumped in place, nearly dropping everything. Organism, your performance has exceeded my athletic predictions of 47.3%. You are not just an organism, you're an efficient, flawless machine with generating currency. thanks. I just like the flirt with people.
I am feeling an emotion your card describes as managerial pride. Managerial? I don't know. If you keep up the good work, the possibility of receiving a 20% bonus rate will not just become hypothetical, but quite real. Go, organism, restore your energy resources, return the further exploitation.
What a relief. He vanished suddenly and he appeared, leaving nothing but ringing silence behind. I really hope there's more to this. I stood a few seconds pressing what just heard and slowly turned the key to the lock. Click. First shift completed. I survived. And now I can do anything, which means... romantic evenings waiting for you. What? Hold on, what? Okay, now, okay, we're doing all these. I don't know why I did it like that. Alright, first let's call David. Maybe it was a bad idea. Maybe it's the best one yet. The creature on the other end informs me the raspy voice. I called it. I knew he had a raspy voice. I called it. I'll be there in 10 minutes. And sure enough, soon the roar of the motorcycle shatters at the signs of the night. A battered but powerful bike pulls up next to me.
Come on, move your ass. Sunrise is soon.
Oh, that's so cute! Yay! His voice sounds gentle. Move my ass and climb into the seat behind him, wrapping my arms around his waist. He lets out a satisfied sigh.
And by the way, enjoy today's sunrise while you can.
I freeze. Know exactly what he means. It could be a last sunrise of my... Oh, I'm gonna be... Oh, no. Maybe I might become a vampire, or maybe not. Either way, we're making this together now. Say nothing. Hug him tighter. I say nothing, just snuggle close to him, bury my face in his leather jacket. Screw it. Let him do what he wants. He'll give me eternity without spaghetti. And I like Bella Swan. I want to have to wait for whole movies for it. Whoever waits for us, eternal wanderings, arguments of who cleans and blends the dishes off the dishes today, and necessary pretend to balance his essence. We'll face it together. The motorcycle rows and heads out the highway. That's beautiful. Alright. Now let's call Victor. Victor promises to come faster than the wind. Through his word, when he car pulls up the parking lot, he blocks over the trash bin. My bad! It's an old, well-maintained car, clearly inherited by his grandfather. Inside, I'm warm and smells nice. His apartment's exactly as I imagined, but cluttered but cozy. Oh, and soon I get humiliated by the first boss. Rapsy, yeah, there it is. And there's the freaking gnome again. Victor, standing next to me, laughs. It's not that bad. It's not that you're bad at this, as you say. It's just that I'm unnerved with a whole lot of free time. He forgets to glide off efficiency off the buttons. I feel at ease. The first time in a long while, no fear, no tension, just two people playing video games. Rest my head on his shoulder. Freezes up for a second, then a blush appears on his violet cheeks. We're so cute! It coughs awkwardly but doesn't pull away. Instead, he gently leans his head towards mine. Love, you made me so happy. It's just one evening, and I'll do anything to make you happy. I close my eyes, listening to his quiet, clickety buttons. An incubus boyfriend. My boyfriend's an incubus. He's better at Souls-like games than I am, for now. Something very interesting is definitely happening with my life. Beautiful. I lean back, watch it play. A friend. Now I have an incubus friend. The thought was so ridiculous yet wonderful that I can't help but smile. Victor noticing this smile too. You know, I'm not so happy I'm not completely alone anymore. Of course, not alone. He has me and that sane infernally monstrous screams of time every time I failed to dodge a video game. Like me, for real, for real. Something very interesting has definitely happened in my life. Alright, now we get to... I'm guessing this is, Oh no, Mr. Manager. We're not saying goodbye just yet. Oh, I'm not gonna date Bob! I'm not gonna date Bob! I beg to say I should push over to his office. Oh! Yay! In the middle of the room, buried under the folders of novices' invoices, stood a gigantic, ridiculous canopy bed, and on it, surrounded by rose petals, reclined Bob. Or rather, he wasn't lying there, he was posing. One tackle clearly supported his spherical body where a human's chin would be. Others were elegantly draped all over the silk sheets. Numerous eyes blinked slowly, focusing on me.
Oh, organism. I wasn't expecting you so soon.
His voice, as always, boomed in my head. now it had sultry undertones.
But since you're here,
A tuggle slowly seductively beckoned me forward.
I propose we spend the evening in romantic engagement. We'll study for biblical enclosure schemes.
Took a step into the office and suddenly closed the door behind me. Very silly. Turn home. No, I ended up just for one day. What about the guy? The bus arrived. I guess I didn't do it correctly. The bus arrived surprisingly quickly. I climbed into the half-empty cabin and collapsed on the seat by the window. Outside, but then waking city will by ordinary people handing out ordinary jobs. None of them selling discount rot or fending off vampires. My pigsty retreat never felt so homely and cozy. The familiar creak of the floorboards, the smell of the dust of cheap coffee, all seemed to have its scent. I didn't even bother with dinner, just shrugged off my clothes and fell into bed. Soft, familiar, free tentacles of ectoplasm. No monsters, no threats, just silence. And pleasant nightmarish dreams. Wait a minute, what about... What? I wanted... I guess I don't get a date with them? I thought I would. Yeah, who cares about these monsters anyway? I do. If monsters are this bug, then I'm a pig, you see. How eloquent. Alright, I must admit, this will be my first performance like this. Darius sounds a bit bewildered, it seems. Allow me to toss my mind up and see how it lands. You see, the monster originally was more modest and less majestic, but we all have started somewhere, right? Then my head suddenly became a bit crowded. First whispers, then arguments, then full-fledged discussions that had to be participated in. I was involved in inanimate objects. Yes, in ajar doors, closets, even in cookie jars, every containing a potential foe that was surrounded by containers. To be fair, sometimes they told funny stories. But why was I inflicted with this curse? Pondering it drives me mad, even more so. It seems the question is meant for me. Were you cursed by Aaron's greed? Did you touch a cursed artifact? Maybe some random viewers? Did your family have something in common with the Habsburgs? I had to be temporarily isolated to avoid embarrassing guests at the royal balls with the young prince and pointing at noble lord saying, "Ha ha, the gnomes finally got out from under my bed." What a misfortune for the entire family, except for those in line who were the four before me. My death would have been solved so many problems for my family, and indeed many of my problems too. I made a decision. We made it. To precise. There was already a whole council of us by then. However, Chaos had other plans. A god, a goddess, a cosmic clerical error. I don't know. Something ancient and tended to be bored found itself a new source of entertainment. It offered me a throne, my own corner of reality to rule, where the fragment of my mind would become the laws of the land. No more restrictions or bans for my subjects, if I wished. My subjects at first, they disagreed, but then they came to terms, or their minds changed to fit the new realities. And here I am, a dramatic science in shoes. Perhaps I'm the first being to hear the story in the centuries of its existence. I must choose my next words carefully. Alright, will you give me a tip? I really sympathize with you know, multiple personalities. So you're still a cage? It must be rather lonely here. How can you just lock a family member in the tower? It's unthinkable. Thank you for the story. You're welcome, love. To be honest, it wasn't great. I need to add more explosions. Shall I finally dissolve into nothingness? I turn a living being into a hat, or rather, being a catalyst for it. I wonder what kind of nightmares I'm warranted in this case. Afraid royal duties await me. My time is up. I shall send you back, love. Rise from the chair. Squeeze my eyes shut. Okay, so you're still in a cage? Must be lonely here. No, no, no cages, but like a playground with a surprisingly silent infants. But I don't blame them. I have a best shovel. It's no wonder I embarrass them so much. Or maybe it's because I love to create explosions. Tell me, have you ever been exploded? Oh no, don't tell me. Let it be a surprise. Do you really sympathize with someone who drag you to his dimension to silly stores and feed you purple goo? People never cease to amaze me. Touch his hand. Following a strange impulse, I reach out to his hand, resting on the table. His gaze slowly follows my movement, lowering into our hands. This time, no commentary. Instead, his thumb begins to trace patterns on the back of my hand with surprising tenderness. A shout. Yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm gonna cut and see if there's gonna be any more. Oh! I rise from the chair, and suddenly I feel him press against my back. One of his hands gripped her just above the crook of my elbow, while the other gently rests onto my chin, tilting my head back until my ear is just a couple of centimeters from his lips. But don't think for a second that this is goodbye. It was merely an overture. His voice, usually so mocking and calm, now eerily sinister. A cold thumb slowly grips my jaw. I try to suppress a shiver. You are very interesting, curious, incredibly curious guest. Probably the most curious I've had one in centuries. And I found that I don't want our acquaintance to end here. It's terribly unfair that you've learned a couple of my secrets and failed some of yours, isn't it? I can't tell whether he's funny or threatening. Both, perhaps. A bird trapped in a cage of bills, failures, and endless anxiety. How could you fly once the cage is opened? Your shift will end, the sun will rise, and you will head home, perhaps from something more elegant than a bus, maybe in a carriage, a carriage of polished bones. We will meet again, love, very, very soon. And next time, I won't let you go so quickly. Shiver. Alright, back at it. On this playthrough, I decided just to ask an iPad.
Ma'am, I'm not sure I understand you correctly. You want to pet me?
Ugly says paw to paw.
This is very unexpected and, of course, flattering, ma'am. Don't get me wrong, I'm very kind of on duty, chasing, tracking the supernatural.
That's why nervously.
Alright, you can, just a little. It's a very important business.
Aww. I reach out, pet him. The fur is warm, soft, and thick. I immediately feel a low vibration. The world was silently purring. At first, I was really noticeable moment, but then his short, fluffy tail starts wagging slowly but confidently side to side. Aww. He's a good boy. Very big. Very, very big, but good boy. He deserves praise. I'm a Princess Monaco at the gas station. Although David doesn't seem thrilled. I pull his hand back.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. Smile stipend. Anyway, thank you.
Why not as friends? We could make it a date. A date? He starts waggling wildly, knocking the 3 bags of chips, a can of soda, and a bottle of Gloomy D. I'm in. Of course, I'm ready. He goes into flow of enthusiasm, taking a frantic breath. See you then. Goodbye. Bye, love. Good luck with your shift. It was nice to meet you. Sketchy returned to silence. Yeah. Alright. Right here. Carriage for the queen! The words escaped my lips before I could think them through. I shouted to the void, expecting, at best, an echo. But the void answered. Around the corner, a quiet clatter of hooves and on asphalt, it appeared. A carriage crafted from bones, polished to a shine, drawn by a pair of hooves woven in pure shadow. The carriage door swung open by itself, inviting me inside. How mysterious. I stepped over the threshold, and over the spun of the kaleidoscope of mad colors and sentient frogs. When the world went subsided, I felt myself falling, but instead of hard landing, I found myself in someone's embrace. Oh, and do you come, my dear? Jared's voice is velvety and sly. I looked down and realized that my t-shirt and jeans were replaced by a beautiful gown. How old-fashioned of them. The kingdom missed you so much. Every crooked spire of this castle longed for your silhouette. Every mad curator whispered your name, hoping you returned, bringing even more chaos to our usual chaos. He looked at my hand. His gaze was a mix of sadness, adoration, and promise of the most unpredictable future. Eternity. Everything. I will give you everything. How about a pet? I can bring the most beautiful griffin, or Marionette too, so I won't get bored when I take you for a ride around lands. Ooh, Darian. I'd slip. If one moon bores you, we'll have 3. Or get a few garden gnomes and I'll get ahead of myself. Let it be a surprise. He pulls me closer by the waist, his lips almost touching the shell of my ear as he speaks the next words. You'll never be sad again. From this moment, sadness for you is just a foreign language. My dear, my queen. And all it took was one night shift at a gas station. Oh, that was beautiful. And yeah, that was I forgot the word. Don't Eat the Cashier. This ending is a bit short, but this is very nice. I enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for watching, and take care.